to reproduce number 2 scaled up twice, we have to start making a baseline at 6.8 centimeters from the edge of the page. And then we have to, from this point upwards, measure 80 millimeters multiplied by 2, that is 160 millimeters, that is 16 centimeters. So the distance between this point and that one will be 16 centimeters. We find the midpoint of the page, making this vertical line at 10.5 centimeters. Where the line that splits the paper in two meets the line at 16 centimeters, from this point downwards, we can find the center of these two concentric. Once we find this horizontal line, we will be able to construct these two arcs. The smaller one is 16 by 2, that is 32 millimeters. The larger one is 48 millimeters. Once we have this large arc, we can already make two parallel lines to the vertical line at these two endpoints to see where we have this structure at the bottom of the number 2, right? And you can also make this arc, which is going to have exactly the radius 24 by 2, that is 48. This is another arc radius 48 millimeters. Measure from this point towards right a distance equal to 12 millimeters, that is 6 by 2. 12 is already here. With this center point, you can complete the circle. And then the difficulty is to connect the circle with the other one that is given. According to instructions, the radius of the arc that connects these two arcs is radius 4. Remember, we are multiplying, we are scaling up the picture by 2, so the radius of this final arc should be 8 millimeters. What I'm going to do is to make an additional radii for this arc, so 12 plus 8. This radius is 12 plus 8. And then I have to make a subtraction of arcs, that is this one minus 8. From this point inwards, 8. This is 32 minus 8. Where these two arcs meet, I'm going to extend this one a little bit longer. This is the center of the arc that connects these two arcs. Where are the points of tangency? Connect O1 with O. This is the point of tangency. And connect O1 with this one. This is the other point of tangency. It means that you have to open your compass radius 8 millimeters. And from this endpoint, complete this piece of arc. Construct a line at 45 degrees using your set of squares or making the construction of an angle of 90. And here you would have these 2 points of tangency. This one and that one. Remember that a line is tangent to a circle when the radius of the circle at the point of tangency makes an angle of 90. So you can easily find these two tangent lines making this construction. All right? Okay. We just have to complete this piece of arc, which might be done making 2 parallel lines at a distance 12 by 2, that is 24 millimeters. and 24. This is the parallel line at 24 millimeters, and this is a parallel line at 24 millimeters. So this is the center of the arc that connects this line with this one. Okay, we just have to complete this piece of arc. This distance is exactly the same distance we have between these two arcs. That is, this is 48 minus 32. To complete the construction, we have to make a tangent arc to this straight line, which is going to be radius 5 multiplied by 2. The center of this arc will be exactly on top of a parallel line to this one. So construct a perpendicular line. Measure on top of it 10 millimeters. And where the parallel line meets the line at 16, this is the center of the arc, radius 10. Where is exactly the point of tangency? Just connecting this central point with this one will give you the point of tangency between this straight line and that one. Set the point of the compass here and complete the piece of arc. And this is the final shape outlined with 0.8.